Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jess Leal in this incarnation. So today I'm going to talk about relationships because relationships are the basis, the foundation of Aquarius era. I brought the name of Jesus and Mary Magdalene before, and I will bring them to other videos because I think they were ascended masters that did their mission together, just to show us, how to illuminate or to make this process of Christification ourselves. And relationships are the foundation of Aquarius era because we won't be allowed, or we won't be able to hold on things that are not growing, or things that are not born from love. That includes, of course, relationships. And there are so many ways where egoistical desire can express that when we are elevating our level, when we are reaching higher levels of consciousness, we can detect it in more subtle ways. So it is very important to heal ourselves in order to project good relationships. Of course, everything we live with other people has to do with a projection of our own programations. So all of this start with the bond with our father and our mother. Of course, the relationship with them is gonna condition every relationship we're gonna have after that, until we are aware of the programmation, and we can change it. And this is very important because when we meet somebody new, and I'm gonna focus in these partnership relationships, because when we share sexual intimacy and all kind of intimacy with somebody, we are actually sharing higher dimensions of our soul, and we don't do that with a family member or a friend. But everything I will say in this video can apply to those things too, those kind of relationships. So Jesus and Mary Magdalene, they said they said no. People said that they were twin flames. In Kabbalah, there is no this twin flame terminology. They called this soulmates, and it is not restricted in Kabbalah either to only a partnership. There's many kind of soulmates. Could be a family member or a friend too. So it's important to heal the relationship we had with our mother and our father without judging them. That's the final stage of healing, because if we don't integrate these two archetypes in ourselves, we're gonna project lack onto the other people. And when we meet somebody new, we can, this feeling of being in love, actually you can feel it for two reasons. One of them is because you can sense the potential of the relationship, the potential that the relationship could reach. And the other reason, it's because you're projecting lack on the other person, and vice versa, of course. And this feels the same way. Actually, there's differences after, but you don't realize it until you heal those things and you actually find someone in the same who can reflect all your healing. But we can feel in love when we are projecting lack. And I think the way, a good way to heal our father and our mother. Our mother, it's like this archetype of giving contention and nutrition and all these kind of things. And the father, it's like the archetype, the symbol of limits, healthy boundaries, and going for the things you want, action. All of these things are linked to the father. So it is very important to integrate these things in our own, on our own. And for example, many of us has this programmation of I don't know, when we make a mistake, we are treating ourselves with anger or something like that. And a mother, an unconditional mother, would never treat us like that. She I don't know, she's going to hold us and tell us, okay, you're doing better the next time. So we have to integrate that kind of programmation in ourselves in order to expand consciousness, because that way of treatment, it's a limitation. And we're gonna discover we have this in so many levels. The system itself, it's like a big limitation program. And when I say integrate another programmation, it is because we learn to transcend structures just to break them and then build another ones. So we are always breaking limits and then building another ones to in order to have a structure. We can't break all the barriers that prevent us that prevent light from reaching us, because we are gonna disintegrate ourselves. So it is important to build new structures when we are reaching different levels of consciousness. And although all the souls are going to light, are going to love, or going to God, love as a frequency, not like the feeling. We although all the souls are going there, we are in different process, but we are gonna, everyone is gonna reach that place too. That is again a perspective of consciousness. So one of the first things I did to heal the bond with my parents was to make a list of things that I thought a father, the ideal father, could do. So I wrote everything without fear of asking. I wrote them, and I did another list doing the same. just thinking about what an ideal mother would do for her daughter, and I wrote the list, and then I try to become all those things with myself. It's not always easy, of course. That's a long way, but I think a good way to make this detection of the pattern that comes from our parents is to look up for our natal chart, because the moon, and I will explain, I will talk about this later in other videos. The moon, the position of the moon in the natal chart, it has to do with the relationship with the mother, and the mother here is the archetype, and the mother represents all all that was surrounded us, even the father, and other people that was in our childhood, other people that were in our childhood. So they, of course, they influenced the way we see life, and the moon represents our emotional language, which is different from other people, and the moon represents the it's like a mechanism we take on when we are adults, when we feel fear or sadness over things that are happening in our lives, which most of the time they are changes. So every time we have to change, these mechanisms activates in order to get us connected in a symbolic way with our mother, with our mother's uterus. I don't know if I said that correctly. So the moon in the natal chart, it's a very powerful position to know, and to know ourselves and know the patterns that comes with us, because the soul chose them too before incarnation. So everything we experiment in this life, it is chosen. It is chosen, unconsciously or consciously. But I mean, the soul consciously chose the natal chart, and consciously chose the parents or the absence of them. Consciously chose some experiences. So free will actually has to do with choose to the way we choose to go through those situations. Not always, the free will doesn't always have to do with choose whatever what we want to do. This is very important. So basically, when we are projecting lack on other people, when we project lack on our partner, we are asking them unconsciously to be our parent, and that causes a lack of sexual desire with time, because nobody wants to have sex with their parents or their son, because we can project this role either. So that's why this heal these things, heal this programming in ourselves, change it. Actually, it's very important to build healthy relationships, and in order to don't look up for our father and our mother in other persons, in other people, in our friends or our partner. So, well, I'm gonna leave it here today. I'm going to keep going with this tomorrow, because I want to talk about twin flames, or, well, I call them soulmates. But soulmates are twin flames, I don't know, are a big part of this ascension, this planet ascension. So I will talk you about this tomorrow. Okay, people, goodbye. See ya.